Oh my goodness, we're doing it again. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Kenzie. If you did not know that, now you know. And you guys, today we are continuing on with the historical makeup series. That is right, you guys. If you did not know, I have a whole series on like historically accurate makeup and I love it to pieces. I'll have all of it linked down in the description. But today we are continuing on and we are doing the ancient Greek makeup. I'm super excited about the ancient Greek makeup because I have done Roman makeup. That was actually the second one that I did. I did medieval and then I did Roman, I believe. So we are doing ancient Greek today and I'm super excited. Let's just jump on in, you guys. And if you're new to this channel, then hello, I'm so happy to have you. Don't forget you can click the subscribe button to become part of this weird, awesome, amazing family. And I'll have my Instagram linked right up here and in the description if you want to give me a follow over on Instagram and check me out there. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, I really love Instagram. And also, be sure to subscribe because I checked my analytics the other day and it shows that 81% of you are not actually subscribed to this channel. So like, if you like the content, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Just go ahead and subscribe if you don't mind. But let's get into this video. So with all of my other historical makeup videos, my boyfriend Raph, aka Metatron, does help me a lot with the research. So he did find a few articles for me to look at and some videos for me to watch on the ancient Greek women makeup, and I did take some notes on that, so thank you, babe. Thank you to Raph for sending me the articles, the information, and then I wrote down some notes and I've compiled them into on my phone. We're gonna start off with a little bit of knowledge here because I do love Greek history. So as you may know, olive trees were everywhere. And it's kind of obvious that Greek people would find many uses for olive oil. Olive oil was extracted to create fragrance oil. Olive oil was also used for personal hygiene and body cleanser, especially for women. Also, they used it as face cleanser, body lotion, and moisturizer. But the olive oil is not just for women, no. Olive oil was also heavily used by men as well. Men would rub olive oil onto their bodies before going to the gym or going into battle. And I do have some olive oil right here. This is actually olive oil that Raph brought with him from Italy the last time he came. And it's Sicilian olive oil. It's beautiful, and I believe that they have Trader Joe's, I think, in Italy, but it's called something different. Look at that. How cool is that? So I am gonna go ahead and just do a tiny little bit here and just kind of moisturize my skin. I hope this is the same kind of olive oil that they would use in the ancient Greek time, but you know, say lovey. But it's actually really nice and it does feel like it would like moisturize your skin, so I totally understand why Greek people did use it back in the day. Okay, so as for makeup, ancient Greek women would powder their faces very pale with a cosmetic powder named Fucus. Yeah, it's F-U-C-U-S. So Fucus. Yeah, you get it. And this powder was made by chalk and lead. And yes, it is the lead that is considered really harmful to humans, but they didn't know that at the time. They just liked how white it made the skin look, so they went ahead and still used it. So I do have some white face powder here and a little puff. So we are going to apply that the same way they would. So before they would apply the powder, they would actually kind of prep their skin to protect it from like getting dry or any kind of like harshness from the powder. They would put a layer of lanolin, olive oil, or tallow on their skin to kind of just prep it. So we are going to be using a primer today. I have this one from Glossier. This is kind of like a very dewy primer, and olive oil is pretty dewy, and lanolin, what I believe was made out of like animal fat and some other stuff, so that would probably be pretty dewy as well, but I'm not going to use too much just because you really don't need a lot with this stuff. And there we go. There is our primer base. And now we are gonna go into our powder. So what I'm gonna do is just press this into the skin and kind of make my skin as white as I can. This powder is like translucent powder. It's not really meant to make your skin white. It's just meant to be like a translucent powder to set your face makeup. So if it doesn't turn my skin super white, I do apologize, but the Greek women especially really did love this very pale complexion, because this part's not historically accurate, this part I'm just talking, but I think the reason they liked it so much is because I do believe that the white makeup and just makeup in general was reserved for like royalty and the rich. So any woman that could get her hands on makeup, especially face powder, I would assume powder her face would be the first thing she would do because she wanted to look like royalty. Is that kind of true? We've got this on and my skin feels so dry, but we do have this on, and I will say it does give a nice like sheen to the skin. I took off my fake nails for this because I was like, you know what? They're not gonna have fake nails, so I took off my nails. But I do like the sheen that powder does give to the skin. It makes everything look very like flat. So I do like that. I am gonna use this. This is by Glossier. If you remember, I actually used this color in my Roman or my medieval makeup tutorial. So I'm gonna be using this brown color because they did use a lot of brown, dark colored pigments for their eyes. And this will not end up being super crazy dark or anything, but I don't know, I feel like it would be more natural looking for the elements and for the products that they did have available. See, once you blend that out, it's really light, but it looks really nice. But for their eyeshadow, they would use soot, charcoal, and ash to get a dark pigment color on their eyes. Next up, we have the eyeliner or charcoal. Similar to Egyptian women, Greek women also like to line their eyes with charcoal to make them stand out. And I'm just gonna do a small line kind of across. And I'm not gonna wing it out or anything. All right, there we go. Just a very thin line. I'm actually gonna draw this one out a tiny bit more. Some of you may be saying, that's not thin. I mean, that's as thin as I could get it. And next we are going to do the eyebrows. As for eyebrows, Greek women usually like to have really bold, thick eyebrows and quite dark eyebrows because they liked it to stand out. So I am gonna go into an eyeshadow today, and I'm actually gonna be using a black eyeshadow. I know for the Egyptian makeup look and the Etruscan makeup look, they did use like actual like charcoal or liner for their eyebrows, but for this I am going to go in with an eyeshadow just to kind of switch it up. But we are going to be using black because they did of course like to have, they used kohl, so like they wanted it to be very dark and they wanted it to stand out. All right, eyebrows are done. Those are some dark eyebrows. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the cheeks and lips. Roses, anemones, mulberries, lotus flowers, lavender, and marigolds were a few examples of the natural environment finding their way into Greek cosmetics. Ancient Greeks were also known to make cosmetics out of natural pigments like red wine. Also, beetroot was favored a lot because it gave a really nice pinkish flush to the cheeks and lips. So to imitate that, we are going, imitate, is that the right word? Yeah, to imitate that, we're going to be using this right here. This is by Ritual de Fille, and it is like a lip and cheek pigment. But I have used this in a previous historical makeup look, so we are going to be using this again because I think that it is really nice. And I think that it works super well and it gives a really nice flush to the skin without it being like too harsh. And we are going to apply this just to the apples of the cheeks. We're not gonna put it really anywhere else, just because I don't know this for sure, so this part is not historically accurate because I'm not entirely sure, but I wouldn't think that ancient Greek women would put their blush all the way up here like we do now. So I'm just gonna put it primarily on the apples of the cheeks. Really, really pretty. Look at that. Now for lipstick, we are going to be using this same pigment, but I want to give you just a tiny bit of information on the red lipstick that they would use. Lipsticks were made from a paste using red iron oxide or ochre clays mixed with beeswax or, can you guess? Olive oil. So we are going to put a little bit of this on the lips. Just to give it a nice color, and that's so pretty. And you guys, here is the finished ancient Greek makeup look that we did create today. I actually really love this. I love the brown eye look with the liner, but I love this brown shadow, if you will, and I think the look in general is very pretty. Again, I know that they wanted to have their skin be very fair because that was number one, a trend at the time, because it was done by, I'm assuming this part's not historically accurate because I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume they would want to kind of look like royalty in a way, because the royalty or the royal families or just rich people in general were the ones that really had the ability to have makeup. So whenever any kind of peasant, I don't like saying that word, but like a peasant girl or like someone in the working class, if they were able to find makeup, the first thing they would want to do is make their skin pale, especially if they were in the working class. They're probably out in the sun for a while, so most likely they're going to be a little more tan. So if they were able to get their hands on some makeup, they would 100% want to make their skin look as pale as possible, just so they could match the aesthetics of the royalty people. But I really do like this look. It's very simple. It's very sweet. They didn't have any kind of like mascara during this time, so I'm not going to do any kind of mascara. Well, I can't say that they 100% didn't have mascara, but the articles that I read and videos that I watched, none of them showed mascara, so I didn't want to just add it for no reason. Also, I will have the articles and videos that I watch linked in the description for you if you want to look at those. But yeah, you guys, this is the ancient Greek makeup look. I really hope that you do enjoy it. And if you want to see any of the other historical makeup looks, I will have a full playlist in the description for you guys to watch. But I really appreciate you being here, and I hope that you did like the video. Again, thanks again to my boyfriend Rap, aka Metatron, for sending me the information so I could look it over and write it in my notes. But I am going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. Again, I really hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, then go ahead and click up the like button for me and subscribe if you want to. If you want to see the videos that I post, and when I post them, click the little bell down the bottom there and make sure you set it to all so that YouTube knows that you want to see my videos. Again, my name is Kenzie. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!